Hi, my name is Lango, and this is InvestorPlace Quick Picks, where we communicate to you some of the market's best investment ideas in just 5 minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about a red-hot streaming TV stock that could be the next Netflix. The name, FuboTV, ticker FUBO. Now, before I tell you why FuboTV is such an exciting long-term investment opportunity, let me ask you one question. Don't you find it odd that the streaming TV revolution, despite being so big, so robust, and so widespread, has only birthed really 2 winners on Wall Street, Netflix and Roku? I mean, look at the e-commerce revolution, a very similar, super disruptive, very big, very revolutionary megatrend. Amazon led the way, but in its wake, you had Wayfair, you have Chewy, you have Carvana, you have Etsy, you have Open Door, you have so on and so forth. Dozens of companies have emerged in Amazon's wake in the e-commerce revolution. Yet in Netflix's wake, it's empty. But not for long. Things are changing, the dynamics are changing, the sands are shifting, and in Netflix's wake, a second Netflix will emerge. Who's gonna be that second Netflix? FuboTV. And in becoming the second Netflix, Fubo stock, it's going to roar higher by 20x. Here's how we get there. Did you know that 4 out of every 5 households in the US subscribe to a streaming service? So Netflix, Amazon Video, Hulu, Disney Plus. Yet, despite that 80% penetration for streaming services, 60% of households still subscribe to cable TV. Right, so this whole cord-cutting narrative that we're all going to streaming and cutting the cord is way overblown. Yes, we are pivoting to streaming, but we're using that streaming for movies and TV shows and miniseries. When it comes to live sports, when it comes to news channels, when it comes to live programming, that's what we have cable TV for. So the current entertainment package in households around America is a mix. It's a blend of streaming and linear. It's Netflix, Amazon Video, plus your cable package. Now that makes sense for today because guess what? These streaming services over here, Netflix, Amazon Video, Hulu, Disney Plus, again, those guys do not offer live sports. They don't offer live programming. They don't offer news channels. So we are forced to stick with cable. But what happens when new streaming services emerge that do offer that programming? Well, guess what? We're gonna cut the cord finally, and streaming TV is gonna take over. And that's exactly what's going to happen over the next 10 years. Over the past few years, a new class of live TV streaming services has emerged, which basically package all the stuff you get in cable, so live programming, live sports, news channel, and bundles it into a streaming service. I'm talking YouTube TV, I'm talking Sling, I'm talking Hulu with live TV. These packages, certainly you've heard of them before. Some of your neighbors are probably adopting them. Some of your friends are probably adopting them. These services represent the future of TV. Now, why is that? Because basically and simply, streaming is superior to linear. Streaming is cheaper. These packages usually run around 40 to 70 bucks a month, whereas cable is gonna cost you 100 bucks a month. They're cleaner, there's no cords, they're more convenient, they have multi-screen access, everything's in the cloud, they're hassle-free, their installation is just plug and play, easy to maintain, you don't need a repairman to come over and fix a cable box. It's so much better. So in the same way that Netflix and Amazon displaced movie theaters in the 2010s, Sling, YouTube TV, this new class of streaming services are going to replace linear TV in the 2020s. It's a streaming revolution with 2 halves. The first half, displaced movie theaters. The second half, displaced linear TV. Now, Netflix was the big winner in the first half, and the stock price reflects that. Who's gonna be the big winner in the second half? FuboTV. Now, FuboTV is a live TV streaming service operator that looks a lot like YouTube TV, Sling, Hulu with live sports, all those other platforms that are already out there. But the cool thing about FuboTV is that it is the closest and most economically sensible analog to linear TV. Now that's important because take a step back and consider how long linear TV has been around. Many people have been subscribed to cable packages for decades. It's what they're used to. And just as you can't teach an old dog new tricks, you're not gonna get these people who have been subscribed to cable TV for so long to switch to a new service unless that service acts, feels, and looks a lot like linear TV. And FuboTV does the best job in the live TV streaming service of delivering just that, a lookalike linear TV package. Right, what do you get for linear TV? Probably around 100 channels. Guess what you get in Fubo? Also around 100 channels. Whereas YouTube TV, you get about 80 channels. Sling, you get about 40. So those look way different. People are not gonna cut the cord for that stuff in mass, in bulk. Now at the same time, the pricing for FuboTV is $65 a month, significantly superior to the $100 plus a month you're paying for cable, so you get a cost advantage there. Now you also get all the live sports channels, you get all the big live programming channels, and you get all the big news channels. So when people are looking at all their options and deciding if they want to cut the cord, FuboTV is going to stand out for its wide selection, its great price, and its very close analog to the linear TV standard. That, of course, sets up FuboTV for enormous growth as the 60% of US households that still subscribe to cable TV cut the cord and switch to streaming TV over the next 10 years. FuboTV is in hypergrowth mode right now. Last quarter, subscribers rose 58% year over year on top of 42% growth in the year ago quarter. So this story really is ramping right now. But guess what? It's also just getting started. FuboTV ended the third quarter of 2020 with 455,000 paying subscribers. There are over 120 million TV households in the United States today. All 120 million of those households will be subscribed to a live TV streaming service by 2030 because linear TV is simply going to die. It's going to be extinct. So, FuboTV's addressable market by 2030 in the US alone, 120 million TV households. Can FuboTV, given its competitive advantages in content, in price, and its early traction in the market, net something like 10% market share? Absolutely. That means FuboTV has clear visibility to 10 million or more paid subscribers by the end of the decade. If you think that those subscribers now are at a $65 per month price point, you also factor in the fact that this is not just a subscription business, but also an advertising business. And they have an ad business, a streaming TV ad business that will ramp as ad dollars shift from linear to streaming TV. And that given it's a subscription software business and a digital advertising business, it'll probably be 20%, 30%, maybe even better operating margins. Well, if you kind of bake all those assumptions into a model, then my model says that this is a company that will easily clear $2 billion in net profits by the end of the decade. Put a 20x multiple on that, and FuboTV, potential future valuation, $40 billion. Market cap today, under $2 billion. So this truly is the next Netflix. It truly is a potential 20x winner over the next 10 years. Well, that's all we have for this edition of InvestorPlace Quick Picks. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button, or if you'd like to read, come over and visit us at InvestorPlace.com. We have some of the market's best analysis. Until next time, cheers and happy investing to all.